to study chair conformation of cyclohexane. Molecular formula of cyclohexane is C6H12. Structurally, we can write it like this. These are 6 carbons and 12 hydrogens can be written like this. In this structure, as it is on the paper, which is planar structure, so the angle between these two bonds and rest of all 6 bonds, this angle is of 120 degrees, which is not correct for the structure of cyclohexane. The reason is 6 carbons in cyclohexane, they are sp3 hybridized, and in this sp3 hybridized structure there should be tetrahedral angle of 109.5 degrees. It means that cyclohexane is not a planar structure, but it has some non-planar structure in which angle will be close to 109.5 degrees. To explain the chair conformation of cyclohexane, I am going to use this molecular model. These are 6 carbons which are shaped in a hexagon, and here you can see that this hexagon has 120 degree angle, and all these 6 carbons are in high strain in this structure, and it is a planar structure. Now, to remove this strain or to make the angles close to 109.5 degrees, what I am going to do, I am going to lift 3 alternate carbons up. 1, 2, 3. They will be lift up. So here you can see this is carbon number 1, and it is lift like this, and then next carbon, two, and this is the third carbon. So here if you notice that these 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3, they are touching the surface of the table, whereas these 3 carbons, they are slightly moved up. My fingers can enter in this place. Here you can see. Now, how can we say that this is a chair conformation of cyclohexane? So, this is the chair shape. This one is the headrest place, this is for the body, and this is the footrest. So it is similar, it is resembling to a beach chair. The carbons which are touching the surface at the bottom, they are making one plane, and the carbons which are at the top positions, they are making second plane. Right hand is another plane, and the top carbons are touching that plane. So 3 lower carbons and 3 upper carbons, they are making 2 planes. They are parallel to each other like this. Now, to fulfill the tetravalency of these 6 carbons, I have 6 green hydrogens and 6 white hydrogens. I will place these green hydrogens on the axial position, whereas white ones on the equatorial positions, and they will be easily identified, the axial and equatorial bonds. First, I will join these green hydrogens on top carbons, 1, 2, and 3. Here we can see that they are parallel to the axis of the ring. These three carbons which are touching the surface, I will move this molecule upside down like this, and remaining three hydrogens will be joined to the remaining three carbons. Now after this it will look like this. These are 6 hydrogens, 3 are upward and 3 are downward, and all the 6 are parallel. All the 6 are parallel to the axis of the ring, and they are perpendicular to the average plane of this ring. Now to fulfill the fourth valency, these white hydrogens will be used.
Now these 6 bonds are known as equatorial bonds. All these bonds are extending radially outward from the ring and are oriented more or less along the plane of the ring. They are known as equatorial bonds by analogy with the equator of the earth.
All these angles are close to 109.5 degrees. Exactly, they are 111 degrees, and which is more closer towards 109.5 degrees. Due to this reason, this structure, or we can say this chair conformation, is giving more stability to this ring because it is having least strain. Now I'm going to tell you how to draw this chair conformation on a paper. First of all, we will draw two parallel lines, and then so here you can see that its shape is just like a beach chair. These are the three carbons which were at the top position, and these alternate carbons are those which were touching the surface of the table. Now let's see how to draw the axial bonds first. The green one, 3 are at the upward position and 3 are at the downward position. To draw the upward hydrogens, 1, 2 and 3, and for lower ones on the downward, 1, 2 and 3. So these are 6 axial bonds. Now to draw equatorial bonds, we will draw a wedge, and we will try to have the angle which seems like 109.5 degrees. Second, this is the third one, and this is the last one. Here we can notice that each carbon is having one axial bond and one equatorial bond. So by comparing these two, we can say that this is the simplest way to draw a chair conformation of cyclohexane on paper. Thank you all.